guess my first one. Welcome back from the abyss. You know what I'm saying?
We
Welcome
no,
back
we
from the
gonna
dark
address that.
side.
No, no,
You
matter
know,
of fact, you don't get to do your intro to something.
you
I
were
gotta say
fulfill.
something real quick.
I
No, no,
appreciate you
no, no,
fulfilling Ra's al
no,
Ghul's
nah, nah,
destiny. You
nah,
know what
nah,
I'm
nah.
saying?
I gotta say this. I gotta say this. Like real talk. This is me being as sincere as possible. Next time I have computer issues and look like a ghoulish creature, we are going to stop. I'm going to fix it, and then we are going to start all over. I'm talking about a fucking redo. Yeah, the game's gonna be played that way next
Ain't
time,
no
bro.
do overs.
Dude, bro, I got a text message from my mom on some real like, you feeling okay? Are you sad? Are you good? Like she's worried about me because you got me out here and you
Me?
just had a ball with it.
I
You just had a
did.
ball with it. You could have said at any point, "Hey, we'll be right back." Technical
Listen,
difficulties.
man.
Nah, you said let's rock. I
Listen.
didn't realize I looked literally like a
I
ghoulish
merely
creature because
adopted
I
the
couldn't see
darkness.
shit. Because that's the thing. I kept explaining. I don't see anything. So, like when you're like, "Yeah, you look dark," I'm like, "All right, I'm dark skinned." I didn't realize I literally looked like a fucking shadow, B, because my screen was nothing. You feel me? So,
Uh,
all right, I just had to get that off my chest.
oh
Let's
my
rock.
god.
I just had to get that off my chest.
You think darkness is your ally? Um, I
I
appreciate it,
was
yo.
born,
God,
molded by
molded by it. He hit him with the greatest 16 ever, and then
yeah,
snapped his
it's
back
the
in half.
it is the single greatest wrestling promo
Promo ever,
ever
yo.
spoken, like ever.
Ever,
But
yo.
it wasn't
Well,
wrestling.
all right, we
It's the
nerds.
greatest
Before we
ever.
hop in,
No, no, no. If the Undertaker came out and then out of nowhere Bray Wyatt, may he rest in peace, came out and said, "Oh,
rest in
you think
peace, bro.
darkness is your ally?" Imagine how you would have reacted. You feel me? Like I'm trying to tell you, that was some fire. Like
Ooh,
imagine
okay.
how you would have reacted.
Ooh, yo, I'd have lost my mind. I'd have made you stop whatever you were
Exactly.
doing and walked in.
Exactly.
I don't care what
Exactly.
you're
That's
doing.
my point.
Nah, B, I'm doing something. No, I don't care what you're doing.
So, all right, but
Before we
please,
hop in,
let's
I'm a
get.
nerd.
Yeah.
Those bars or the beginning of Infinity War, Ebony Maw making that Thanos entrance. So I can,
You know what? Nah, it is Bane for this reason.
okay.
Bane did it without Thanos behind him. He was just
That's
talking that
true.
shit
He
and
was
then
just talking shit.
personally broke my man Bruce back. Like he purposely did, like the way he did it, said, "Oh, now you broken, and now I'm gonna take your whole
Yeah.
inventory of weapons, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna take your city, and I'm gonna throw you in the dirt on the other side of the planet." How did Bruce get back
Oh
in like
man.
2 days though, B? How Bruce get back in 2 days?
That's
How
all I
that
ever
work? He don't
wanted to
got no
know.
money. He don't
That's
got no
all I
money.
ever wanted to know,
He
bro.
don't got no money. Alfred thinks he's
Oh,
dead.
Bray Wyatt stopping the Undertaker theme. Let's not stand on ceremony here. Oh my
Exactly. It's the
god.
greatest wrestling
He was
promo
talking
ever.
so crazy.
It's the greatest
He
wrestling
was
promo ever.
talking so crazy to Mr. Bruce, yo.
Like,
He was
nah. Wait, what's Undertaker's first name? Ain't it Mark or some shit?
Mark.
All right. He come out, he start talking this shit, and then says, "Come on, Mark, let's not stand on ceremony."
Let's not
Like I'm
stand on
trying to tell
ceremony. I
you,
would have,
like,
yo, I
bruh,
I throw
you
my
would have
TV out
lost
the
it.
window and
You
chase
would
him.
have lost it. You would have lost your shit. I'm sorry we got off topic, but I'm just saying you had me out here with a bad
Bane
beat.
was talking, bro.
I, he
Detroit
went
at
out
Green
so
Bay, I
bad.
guess, because now I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
watch my
All
man.
right. Detroit at Green Bay.
Because now I want to go watch the scene.
Honestly, I think I'm playing everybody. I think I'm
Oh
basically
yeah,
playing everybody on both sides.
Thursday night
Thursday,
games are
the
weird. You
defense is
can't
going to be weird.
don't
It's
get
either going
cute.
to be like 13-3 or like 37-31. I'm
Yeah,
hoping for the
yeah.
latter
Don't
from
get cute.
fantasy standpoint. I'm playing every. Actually, how do you feel about Montgomery? Are you playing him this week, or do you want to see him look okay?
You know what? That man
It's not
Dan
like Gibbs
Campbell
is.
look
It's not
yo
like
Dan.
Gibbs is killing you. Like
It's
Gibbs,
not.
he got touches last week, and he looked. He was passing the eye test, but then you look at it from a fantasy standpoint. It's like you rushed for 80 yards and caught two passes.
Yeah,
Thanks, and it's
yeah,
fine. But you didn't draft him to be fine.
yeah. I mean, towards the tail end of drafts, he's being drafted as a top 10 running back, basically 10-12. This
The,
is not
th- the
ten
thing
twelve.
about the thing about Gibbs is everybody sees the receiving ability, and Goff's just not really throwing it to him like that because Amon Ra's just open.
Yeah,
all the time.
all the time. And Laporta, bro.
Laporte.
Laporta is just
Look,
open.
I gotta say, there were rumors that in the draft that Laporta was the tight end Dallas actually like, not Kincaid or
I
Mayer.
can see it.
And now I'm looking at it like, you know what? Their
I can
scouting
see it.
department may have had it figured out because Laporta
He looks
like a
excellent.
Mark Andrews starter kit,
And he
man.
looks faster than I thought he would be too. Like he gets the ball and he's going upfield quick. Like that kid's legit, man.
Yeah, I tried to trade for him in a few leagues this year,
Uh,
this week actually, and it just nah, it's too late. I'm a week too late. Sometimes you got to get
it's
in
too late.
early.
It's too late.
Week too late,
Yeah, starting everybody in that game. That makes sense to me. I don't see why you get cute. Um, into the Sunday slate, which
except for
go ahead.
Watson. I'm not trusting the hamstring first game
I'm
back.
not trusting
I'm
what.
not
Yeah,
starting
you
him.
can't do it, especially on a
Okay.
random Thursday night. Even though this is a night he would catch two big ones, whatever it is.
It's
But
entirely possible. I
you
tried
know,
to buy him for cheap in a couple places, like tried to get
yeah,
him,
yeah,
But
I
if
feel
a
you.
owner waited this long, they might as well just wait it out. Like
Let's
once
wait
you've
another
waited
week.
3 weeks, like yeah, let's just see it play out.
Yeah,
So
let's wait a week. Sunday starts Atlanta at Jacksonville. This is more interesting. This is very interesting, real life football wise, because is Jacksonville not good?
and still you could ask like, what can you really get from it? Because those London games are weird. Those London games are just weird.
And they're in London back to back weeks. So,
Which is good
so
for next week. Next week, I'm going to love the Jags because they're
I'm
going
gonna
to be
love the
real
Jags next week.
assimilated. They're going to be
Yeah,
chilling, body clocks adjusted. But this week, I still like the Jags. Like, I can't imagine Trevor Lawrence is about to lose to Desmond Ritter. I just can't fathom that. So, because one of
yeah,
them is really good at playing quarterback and the other one isn't.
really bad,
Like,
really
he's really
bad.
bad.
He might be 32 or 32. Zach got something to say about that though.
No, Zach, let's not be disrespectful. Ritter has won a few games in this league.
Zach is so.
He doesn't like Ritter is like he'd be a really good backup, but you don't want him as your starter bad.
Yeah,
Zach is like
I can't wait to get to that game, bro.
you might be Paxton Lynch out here. Like,
Yeah,
remember Paxton Lynch?
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm playing everybody from Jacksonville. I like, of course, Bijan. This Algier thing is, it's the
not
most
the
annoying thing in the world, bro.
Algier thing. He's not even other than week one where the tilt was crazy. It's like he's not even good enough to really want to put him in the flex.
Right.
He does just enough to make him annoying to Bijan.
Just
Like
enough.
literally, and he's good enough that I can't be mad at them because like he should play some. Like he's
Yeah.
not sit on the bench all the time. Like he's a good running back who happens to be playing with a monster.
Bijan's a 25-point fantasy guy, just waiting to be a 25-point fantasy guy, and he can't because Tyler Algier is just enough to get 7-8 points.
It's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. So I mean, it's not like you regret taking Bijan. So if you took him, you feel good. You just want him to like be more because you see it. So
right.
It'll be an interesting game.
I'm done with Kyle Pitts.
I mean, you should have been done with Kyle Pitts.
I'm done with Kyle Pitts, bro. But like,
look, no, I gotta ask the question, and this is not me trying to be funny. Like,
is this
I wanted him
he's
for
good at
Dallas.
football?
Are we sure he's good at football? Like, because the knock on him out of the draft was he's so athletic, he's so talented. The production, their offense they ran. Don't worry about the lack of production. He's awesome. And now we're hearing it now, and part of it is definitely the offense, but like maybe he's just a really big and fast dude who doesn't run routes well. Like, I don't know. I'm not breaking down the tape.
I can't with Desmond Ritter, bro. I can't.
Like, Ritter's really bad, which is why I don't want to give up on Pitts because Ritter's really bad. Let Heineke flourish.
Please, bro. Drake London, I guess. Otherwise, I'm good.
I don't want to play him. No. I got him in a few places. Both cases, I got him pretty cheap. And in both cases, it was with the thought that after because he definitely is talented. He has Ritter. Like, he is
the same
talented.
thing as Pitts.
No. Here's the difference. Pitts, I've never seen him look particular. I mean, actually, his rookie year.
Yeah.
Let me be fair. Let me be fair. I just expect Heineke is going to be starting by week 6, and everybody's going to look. That's the bet I am making.
All right.
Because I don't think that their coach is blind. So I think he sees that Ritter is not, he ain't quite it, man. But, with that run game, whatever. I don't know. I'm not playing Drake London, though.
Yeah,
don't play him. Leave him on your bench.
I don't have him anywhere, so I don't care what
Leave him on your bench. Yeah. Fair enough.
They should have made this game the Monday night game instead of album asses, but Miami at Buffalo, dog. Miami at Buffalo. I'm gonna be in Ocean City, having the time of my life, but Miami at Buffalo, bro.
I'm gonna be on an effing plane. And not even like no. Not even like a plane. Like I'm going somewhere fun. Like you going to a big concert. I'm gonna be working on a Sunday. Not even working, just on a plane.
Right.
Just on a plane.
You still get to put eyes on Miami versus Buffalo, I think, though, right? You can figure that out. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Things are good. You got the Wi-Fi connect, phone charger. You got the little laptop, little tablet or something.
That's not how I like to fly. I really like to just like put on headphones and close my eyes because I'm not scared of flying, but I don't enjoy flying either. So I just I'm gonna sit here for the next 3 hours. Actually, I might catch some of the London game now that I think about it. Doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter though.
Miami
that game is incredible. Man. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Look, I am very upset at you for emptying out your budget. Your entire FAB
How did you not see it coming? You had to see it coming. What am I saving this money for if not for a dude like this?
Well, the reason I didn't see it coming is because nobody had fetched that yet. And I don't necessarily think he's been as great as the game was this weekend. I don't think that he looked like the surest thing because
nope.
But fair enough. Fair enough. Like I certainly overshot it, but Jesus, you emptied out everything.
The speed on this Miami team.
It's ridiculous. And I am curious what happens with Waddle back though. You play everybody to be clear, but I am not expecting both running backs to go for it. Doesn't get spookier because they're not going to both score 40 in a game again.
No, I don't mean 70, I don't think spookier than 70. But I'm saying it gets even harder to guard them if one Waddle.
I agree there. I mean, no, I think Miami. Everybody prefaces it this way: if Tua is healthy, he's going to push for MVP. And they're going to be really, really, really good. Like, there's no way around it. So, Miami, you play everybody. Buffalo, I actually think you play everybody too.
Buffalo play everybody. James Cook has looked really good this year.
James Cook looks like a guy who should be a legit RB1 if they just let him.
If they just let him. And they won't. Because Josh just does weird Josh things sometimes, man. Dump the ball off to James Cook instead of throwing it 72 yards across your body into double coverage. It'll make my guy Paul so happy. We follow up the best game of the year with the worst game of the year, Denver at Chicago. Why do I have this weird feeling?
Williams. I might play Javonte Williams.
Why do I have this weird feeling Fields is going to run for like 175 on Sunday?
It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. If I have Justin Fields, I don't want to play him right now. I don't
want any pass catchers. No, that offense is broken, bro.
Actually, I might play Judy as well on Denver's side, but what happened to Russell Wilson?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. He would be the Jet savior, but I don't know. The real opinion on this is a good question. Real quick before we go to the next game, what's the real opinion on Fields? The real opinion
as
on
a
Fields
fantasy player or real player? Fantasy or real player?
You know what? Let's do both. As for me, as a fantasy player, he's doing everything the opposite of what he did to be great last year. If it's not open, run. If it's not, drop back. Oh, he's not open. Just take off. As a pure runner, he is excellent. He's just looking for. Why are you looking for your third read of Cole Kmet or Darnell Mooney? If DJ's not open, just take off and run and figure it out, bro. As a real quarterback, if DJ's not open, take off and run, bro.
So he tried being honest and everybody reacted terribly. So then he took it back. Like, coaches got him thinking too much. They're not just letting him play. Now, as a real player, I think he needs to get out of Chicago.
He does.
Like, I'm not giving up on Justin Fields. Get into Atlanta. Let that boy go home. Let him go home.
We've seen
But
the
I'm not playing him in
talent. We
fantasy.
know it's there.
But I'm not playing him in fantasy until I see an offense that looks competent and see him used semi-correctly.
Yeah.
I'm not playing him until then.
I feel you. Before we get to the next, so in my other main league that our guy Paul is in, he traded Fields and DK, and he got Josh Allen and Jalen Warren back today. Coming up from Fields to Josh Allen.
Wait. I'm sorry.
Paul had Fields and DK.
Okay.
He traded it to another one of my guys for Josh and Jalen Warren. I don't care what else. I go from Fields to Josh, and life changes for me.
You don't even honestly. I'll take Jalen Warren because I think he's going to take the job, but I don't even require that to be included in this trade.
Nope.
You want DK and Fields? Cool.
For Josh?
That'll work.
I figured this out. I figured this out. Fun one. Baltimore at Cleveland.
Well done, we Paul. Think this... Shit. That man never trades. That's well done.
Yeah.
That's well done.
That's the league where it's getting dark, and he's like, I got to figure something out, and I don't like it. He closed the gap just enough for me to be like, we'll see. Is this Cleveland defense enough for you to get cute with Baltimore outside of Lamar and Andrews, of course? Are you
Lamar Andrews
smash playing Zay Flowers?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, if you have if you're in a really shallow league where it's like, he's one of my flex options, but it ain't that serious, then, I'm probably playing him. But if I would temper my expectations a bit because the Cleveland defense is real. They're very, very real. Really they're good at all three levels. So, yes, I am tempering my expectations across the board, but I'm still playing Lamar, still playing Andrews, still playing Zay.
And I'm staying away from that backfield for basically ever for me. Like, I can't.
Until that Jonathan Taylor trade comes through. Do what's right. Just do what's right.
Just go save him, bro.
Go save. Yeah, go save him. Look. Hey.
Just go save him, bro.
He don't deserve this. He does not deserve this.
Go save him.
And Zach Moss actually looks good. Zach Moss actually looks good.
I hate that.
Low key. But he looks good. So he does.
I hate it.
He does.
I hate it so much.
I feel like both sides have somehow proven their point at the same time because the offense does not look right.
But Zach
looks
Moss
like they need him.
Zach Moss is producing.
But Zach Moss is producing quite well, and they're like, you know what he cost us?
I hate it so much. Cleveland, I still think Deshaun Watson sucks.
Still want to play Coop though. Still playing Coop.
Yeah, I'm playing Coop. I'm playing Jerome Ford. He just finds his way to get himself in there.
And that's it.
That's it. I'm not doing anything else cute. Cincinnati at Tennessee. You're playing your Cincinnati guys, so that part is simple. Are we at the point where we are seeing the beginning of the end of Derrick Henry?
I don't know because the line hasn't been good, and that really clouds things.
And Tannehill sucks.
But I don't feel great about starting him. But if you have him on your team, chances are you don't have a choice. Yeah, but I don't really feel good about playing anybody on the Titans right
now. No.
I don't feel good about it.
Everybody's talking about how bad Tannehill is for Hopkins. Hopkins just hasn't looked great either. So
no. When was Hopkins picked? 2014? 2013?
Yeah. I want to say 14 or 15.
He's been around a while, and that's not to say that he's done or anything, but he's been around a while.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
They just look like their third year in a dozen years later. That ain't how it generally works. So,
and this will, and people talking about Malik Willis. We've seen Malik Willis. He is bad at football.
He is, or he was. We forget that sometimes guys develop. So you know what? Everybody's had good things to say. He had a good summer.
They did draft Will Levis. So
yeah, but look, that man puts mayo in coffee. Nah, I am all the way out, 100%. I am completely out on Will Levis. I mean, look, I don't think that you benched Tannehill yet. Like, I think that he is. It's weird, but he's at a point where considering what y'all have behind him, he deserves a bit better. You got to give him 5 to 6 weeks. You just do. But he looks very, very bad.
Yeah, he stinks.
He looks very bad.
He stinks.
This is the end of Derrick Henry in Tennessee, though. Spears is taking that job by next year. Like, that's going to be his job, and another rookie.
Kid looks
They'll
good.
split carries. And then he'll split carries with some other rookie, and they'll let Derrick go do the Zeke thing where he just finds a place where he can be useful and still make some money.
He's going to score 17 touchdowns and rush for 400 yards one year. It's just going to it's going to be magical. Burrow, are we still nervous, or he got through last week and we'll be fine moving forward with him?
I don't like anything about the way he's been handled, but that's not my business. I'm not a medical professional. The Rodgers thing, Rodgers, the Durant thing, the calf injuries just scare me when they do anything other than take all the time they need, and he clearly didn't. Then he re-aggravated it, and somehow he came back quicker the second time than the first time. But you're playing. But you're playing. If you got him, you're playing.
Like Jamar last week, so
Jamar looks amazing. Higgins is becoming a frustrating player to have.
Higgins is becoming Mike Williams.
I was thinking this exact same thing. Higgins is Mike man will get you 30 and then he'll get you Mike 6. Williams, but I like him so much better than Mike Williams because he looks so much better. Like he runs those clean routes but Higgins it's more than it's Mike a Williams. Trend because it's been like this for like a year and a half, 2 years now. Like he's very.
We're just here for content, man. Rams at welcome back, Anthony Richardson and Indianapolis. Indianapolis is scrappy, bro. Like
I'm playing Richardson. I am playing Zach Moss.
God, I don't have him anywhere. And
I don't either, but if I did, I'd throw him in at a flex.
I would definitely throw Zach Moss in like, yo, what up, Zach? Pittman too, man. I'm definitely playing Pittman.
Yeah.
Pittman is
absolutely
a good football player, bro. I like watching
He's a very good football player, yeah. Very good football player.
On the other side, Rams, of course, I guess you're doing this Puka thing because this kid is always open, apparently.
Yeah, I think the Puka thing is going to be a thing. Like, he's going to be a solid wide receiver 2 to wide receiver 3, even after Kupp gets back. Like, I don't think that he's just going to go away. He's already shown that he's going to be a part of this offense.
Atwell, too, though, man.
I like Tutu as well. Look, the Rams.
It's
the Rams. They're not good. They're not good, but they're not bad. They are not some team that's just looking to tank for Caleb. They are playing hard, and
Stafford's
if you have Kupp on your IR, you should feel good about it, in my opinion, because when he comes back, he is not coming back to a terrible team that doesn't want to compete.
No,
they clearly want to win.
You're going to
playing Kyron. You're playing Kyron. I think he's a top 10 to 12 play the rest of the year until we see otherwise.
Higbee.
Yeah, he's in the top 10 to 12. So yeah, if you got him, he's fine. Honestly, at this point, I'd be considering, depending on what I have at quarterback, like say you have Deshaun Watson. If you're in a shallow league and Stafford's on waivers, I'd probably grab him and play him. I think he's a decent streaming option this week, so I might play Stafford.
Agreed. The Jameis Winston revenge game, Tampa Bay at New Orleans. Welcome back, Jameis. I miss watching that dude play, bro. I miss every time I watch Jameis play.
He's fun. Jameis is fun
when he's not on any team I need.
I'm not shying away from anybody on the Saints that I would play otherwise. I'm not as into this Michael Thomas thing as other people seem to be. But I'm playing Olave. I'm playing Kamara this week. And yeah, if you play in a really wonky league, I might play their punt returner. In these leagues where return yards count,
Shaheed
eating.
Shaheed's been cooking. I wanted him so bad, though. Shaheed has been good.
He is the highest scoring non-Mahomes dude on my team, and I'm like, I did not expect this.
And I'm just looking at it. And I was like, "Dang, it beat me," because I picked the wrong one. It was either him or Devin Duvernay week 1,
No.
and I was
I
like,
took two. I took Shaheed and I took McLeod from San Fran, and I was like, let me just see what
"Yeah,
happens. And I was
Shaheed
split
is."
on who to drop, and I worked out because it really was a coin flip. It worked out.
You gonna beat me in like the semis because
Yeah, that
Shaheed
is the
has
it,
71 points.
those are the wonkiest rules of any league I've ever. Who the fuck has two kickers?
My
What
team,
the
yo,
hell, bro?
all of a sudden, my team looks incredible in that league. It just switched to being really good for some weird reason. That league is
Right,
stupid, but it's fun, I
that
guess.
league is. I like the wildness. It's just so
I do.
random. Like I don't know how these points are computed. I'm just
I'm
taking
just
your
trying to do
word
good
for
things, I
it.
guess. Yeah.
I got 72 dropped on me from Keenan last week, and I was like, "How did he get 72? I don't even understand the math."
That's
I
the
just
only
got to
league I don't
take
have
their
Keenan
word
in,
for it.
and it
Like you
hurts
feel
my
me?
heart. I
I
wanted
gotta
Keenan
like just.
everywhere.
I gotta just take their word for it that he really had 72
Like, sure,
points.
bro. Like,
All
because it
right.
doesn't have the breakdown like ESPN to
No,
show you
no,
the little
it don't.
thing.
Like
It
it's
just
just
says
like you
72.
gotta trust us. You gotta trust us.
Like, did he? Washington at Philly. I don't
I'm
want to
looking
play
forward
any.
to this game.
I don't want to
I'm
play
looking
anybody
forward
from
to it.
Washington, to be honest, though, yo.
Uh, no,
I
I
really don't.
actually I feel okay playing McLaurin. Like
Okay.
okay, meaning wide receiver 3 range. I feel all right with that. That's
Okay.
fine.
Anybody else?
Maybe a
I'm not
flex.
excited. I'm not
Maybe a
excited.
flex. Philly, you're playing everybody.
Philly are playing everybody, man. Like, they're just Philly hasn't
Swift.
looked good yet, and they are
Swift looks
just a mean
good.
3-0. Swift looks great.
I regret my life decisions on passing on a particular trade, but Swift looks great. There's no
Swift,
denying it.
Swift does look
You're
good,
going to
yeah.
play both those wide receivers every week. You're going to play Goddard every week.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. Minnesota at Carolina. Minnesota's 0-3, so they're coming in guns blazing. Justin
I guess,
Jefferson's
are
having the
they?
most quiet, vicious start to a season ever. Like, nobody's talking about dude because Miami's crazy and Keenan out of nowhere, and
So
Adams has got some primetime games. 148
Jefferson,
yards last week was his low of the
Jefferson,
year, bro.
Jefferson is so good,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it's not that Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback, not a great quarterback, but he's a good quarterback. But I don't
He's
want Jefferson running wind sprints like in terms of winning. Like he's so like how does he not
he's
affect winning? Like why is it
un
so bad in Minnesota? He is unbelievable.
he's unreal.
You're playing him. You are playing Kirk Cousins. Whether you like him or not, he's putting up those numbers.
Yeah. You're playing
Alexander
Madison again
Madison.
because he fought
I
for
think
his job and won last week.
you play Madison until it looks like Akers is an actual problem, not just in theory. Like
Right.
it's entirely possible there's a reason McVay just kept looking up like
Yeah.
this dude, really?
I guess. Yeah. That's fair.
It's also
And then
possible that he takes the job, but you
yeah,
got to see it first. You got
Hawkinson
to
you're
see it
playing
first.
because Hawkinson is the volume is
He's
nuts.
awesome. He's
And then
awesome.
Addison you're probably playing too, man. Like that offense is
And
so
wide
fun.
receiver 3, flex range, absolutely.
Yeah. Carolina side, Bryce is back, which means I'm downgrading all the pass catchers because Thielen looked wonderful with Andy Dalton. He really did. Them
Well,
dudes was out
actually,
there connecting.
in fairness, he produced the week before with Bryce. He did. He produced the week before with
Yeah,
Bryce.
Thielen was like wide receiver 2 last week or something stupid. Like, doesn't make
I
any
mean,
sense.
yeah, I'm still probably playing Thielen in that wide receiver 3 flex range. I'm still probably playing him. I'd probably play Miles Sanders. Like his
Yeah,
volume's been really
yeah,
good.
I
The
agree.
volume's been really good. So yeah,
I
I'm
think that's
playing
fine.
Miles Sanders too.
Pittsburgh at Houston, I'm very interested about because I think Houston's good and I think Houston can win this game.
I think Houston is okay. Good is strong. I think they are better than
Man.
Pete.
I love that
No,
offense, yo.
CJ Stroud can play. The offense I like. The defense, it's not the most talented group yet, but they are well coached.
That
D'Amico
boy
has those
Will
boys ready to
Anderson.
play.
Roll damn
Will
tide, Will
Anderson.
Anderson.
There's a reason he
Roll.
went. There's a reason he went top 3. So we'll see. if Pittsburgh doesn't win, I think that you officially have to worry. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but you're gonna play your Pittsburgh guys. One question about Houston: who's their wide receiver one, Nico or Tank Dell?
I feel safer playing Nico, but you can't argue with what Tank has done the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
But we see this. We see this every year where
We do.
somebody, and I'm not saying he is, like if
No,
you
but
haven't
we
been
always
playing him,
see
but
it.
we see it every year where somebody goes off for 2 to 3 weeks and then don't really hear much from
Then
him.
they just fall back
That's
in
not
the
to say
line.
that's what this is. That's not what
Yep.
to say that's what this is, but you
Yeah,
see it too often for me to say
we
ultimately
saw it
he's
with
wide receiver
Robbie.
one, but
Robbie Anderson
he
had
looks
2 random monster weeks, and
look,
now
but he
he's
looked good.
chosen
Tank
somewhere
looks
in the
really good though.
Tank
Tank looks really good though.
good, powerful. Yeah, 100%. Las Vegas at Los Angeles. Devontae is still the one. Josh Jacobs, like I'm a Josh Jacobs owner in the league I super care about,
You hope. You hope.
and it's
That's
just
where
like,
you are.
bro,
Whether you want to admit it or not, you hope
come
everything's
on,
okay.
Josh, figure this out, buddy, because you're getting the
So
work.
the Josh thing, one missing training camp, it does affect players. Like I don't want to hear that it doesn't impact you getting into
I know it
football
matters.
shape. But here's the thing with Josh that would make me feel good. I tried to trade for him with you in this
Okay.
exact league.
We
I
did.
think it might have been today.
It was today.
But I still, even when I offered you, I was like, I was uneasy about that. I
You're
was
like, am
like,
I 100% sure?
yeah, it's like
You sent it, and I was just
I
like,
hope it goes this way.
I
And
was
you
like,
probably
oh,
were thinking the
okay.
same thing, like,
I was like,
because the thing is, you see the volume Jacobs is getting, and if he suddenly looks like Jacobs from last year on this kind of volume, the numbers are going to look really crazy very quickly.
yeah,
Also, as somebody who had Jacobs and won the league with Jacobs last year, I remember distinctly that his first 3 weeks last year were not
they weren't
particularly
great.
good. I traded for him between week 3 and 4.
Mhm.
And then I want to say he went off for like 25 3 weeks in a row or something crazy
Yeah.
like that. So
He looked
I
better
buy
this
low.
past week than he has before, like
I buy
physically.
low on Jacobs.
Yeah.
If you can get him for the low, I'm not paying retail for him because I don't know. Still got
I
to
agree.
produce at a certain point. So
I'm with that. On the Charger side, Keenan is that guy.
he is.
Herbert's that
If
dude.
Eckler's back, you're playing him.
Yeah,
If he
yeah,
is
you have
back, you
to.
play him. I'm playing
Josh
Josh
Palmer.
Palmer. I'm
Okay.
playing Josh Palmer.
Okay.
Like I want to be very clear about this because I didn't even get him in a couple places where I really, really wanted to get him off waivers. Josh Palmer is going to be a consistent wide receiver 3 from here on out this season. He's going to be
Yeah.
wide receiver 2 in an
Yeah.
offense that throws a lot. So
Because they are throwing. Yeah, 100%. This one's easy for me. New England at Dallas. I'm not. Nah. Well, here's the thing with New England at Dallas though. Bill knows if you run at them, it kind of breaks them down a little bit. But that Patriots offensive line isn't scary to me.
So here's the thing, and I agree with you because I've said privately with you for the last year and a half, I'm like, the way you beat Dallas is you just run at them. If ever there is a week where they will be on their assignments and in whatever gap they're supposed to be in and not overrun the play, it's going to be this week after getting embarrassed last week.
Yep.
I'm still playing Ramondre though, and Zeke is going to have like 8 carries for like 11 yards, but 2 of those carries are probably going to be touchdowns because, of course. So, look, if you are desperate and Zeke is looking at you on the bench, I might play him. Zeke last
had some
week,
run last week.
he got some. He didn't just get some run; he actually outproduced Ramondre on the ground. He didn't necessarily look good doing it, but he got those yards. He got those touches. So, I'm not looking to play Zeke, but I'm okay with playing Zeke. I'm probably playing Kendrick Bourne, probably.
I guess.
Like,
Yeah.
I'd probably play him.
Yeah. This Hunter Henry thing is dead now, it seems.
Yeah. I picked him up everywhere. I was like, nah, this ain't it, Chief.
Yeah, that's it. Dallas side, obviously you're gonna play your Dallas guys. Are you worried about Dak fantasy wise?
Depending on where I took him, potentially. Like, if you're in a 1 QB league, there's probably somebody better on waivers, right? Or somebody you'll feel better about on waivers. You're in a
But he's
2
still a big
QB
time
league.
QB too.
It depends on where you got him. Like, I think Dak, for this team to be as good as it could be, I think Dak needs to be a very good game manager. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way at all. It's
Right.
like protect the ball,
Right.
throw it
You don't need
efficiently, get it
303
to
from Dak.
Lamb a bunch. Yeah, like I think Dak is going to consistently be in the 225 to 250 range, throw maybe one or two touchdowns. And once every couple games, he's going to throw a pick. He'll probably end the season with around 10 picks or whatever. He's going to be fine. But like, if you're in a 2 QB or a super flex and he's your QB1, yeah, I'm worried. He should not be your QB1.
Okay. I'm with that. Um, Arizona at San Fran. This is where I feel like this is where that Arizona fun, scrappy dream dies because I don't think San Fran's having it. Like it's a divisional team. They don't like each other anyway.
And they
I
just
just,
saw them beat Dallas last week. So it's
yeah,
very easy for the coaching staff to say,
yeah.
hey, they were overconfident last week. Look what happened. They got punched in the mouth. You going to let them
Let's come
punch
in
us
here
in the
and handle
mouth?
business. Let's come
Look,
in and handle business.
McCaffrey looks like a superhero again, and I adore
Again,
having him. Like, he legit, he's the best running back in football. He just is.
he
Like,
is.
you can't give Bijan that title because he's been here 3
You can't.
games. You can't do that. And otherwise, with Chubb gone, I don't know who's really. I suppose Eckler's
I
in the
don't care
argument.
who was
Eckler's in
gone.
the argument. Eckler's
Nah,
in the argument. It
it's
doesn't
not,
look like
bro.
that. It just doesn't look like that. So
It's
I
so
think
seamless for him.
I hope Kittle last week was like a sign of things to come in terms of him being a bigger
He looked
part of
good
the offense. But that also happened with Ayuk out, and with
with Ayuk
Ayuk out, Debo looked like a superhero. And now Debo might miss this week. And if Debo misses this week, then I really want to play Ayuk and I really want to play Kittle. So it's
right.
honestly, you're
What
going
if
to play
both
everybody
miss?
regardless.
If both miss, what are we looking at? We're looking at a lot of Kittle.
Looking at a lot of Kittle, you're looking at a lot of McCaffrey. You probably get some more of
Yeah,
Elijah
slot
Mitchell
work or
in that
something like
game as
that. Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Um,
Both
but
running
we'll
backs on the
see
field at the
because
same time, type of thing. Yeah.
like Ayuk has practiced the last 2 days. Debo did not practice today after I believe it was a chest or rib injury or something of that nature. So
Okay.
Debo's as tough as they come, though. So
Yes.
if he's even
Yes.
limited on Friday, I feel fine about it. So we'll see
I
what
think he'll play.
happens.
Yep. Simple one for
If he
me.
doesn't
Kansas City.
play, it's
Yeah.
because they're playing the long
It's
game and
because
they're
they're playing a
doing
long game.
like, yeah.
That makes sense. Kansas City at the Jets. You're playing your Chiefs. Well, you're playing Pat, of course, and you're playing Kelsey, of course. Jets defense is still really good. I just think that team is demoralized. Um,
Zach Wilson has killed their spirits. Get an
I,
actual
I,
quarterback in,
I think that is demoralized. I don't want to play any Jet at all. Period.
dude. I got Garrett Wilson somewhere, and it's in a keeper league, and I feel really good about it long term in terms of what I gave up. Like really good about it long
Yes,
term.
you should.
But in the scope of I still want to win now, I feel gross because like
He
he's
can't get
so
the rock.
good, and we understand he is so good, but the guy getting him the ball is so bad,
They
and
can't
we
give him the rock,
fully
bro.
understand. And it's literally like you give him 4 slants because he's gonna make something happen, but the quarterback's so bad
Can't
you
even
don't
give
feel
him the
good about
ball.
him getting those 4 slants.
It's
It,
gross.
it
It's hard to watch. Um, yeah,
Where are you with Brees? Where are you with Brees? Are you out?
no, but I think Brees is still. I think Brees is fine. There's nothing to keep him honest. Like, what are you gonna do? Worry about Zach? No, it's just nothing to keep him honest. Like, it's just nothing. Like everybody on that squad walks in and they see Zach and like, oh, all right, that's what we're doing. Okay, cool, coach. I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't understand it. At
Cool,
this
coach.
point, it's been how long? It's been damn near 3 weeks since Rodgers hurt. Like,
It's
look,
been
I'm not
every
saying.
week except for 3 snaps.
Look, I'm not saying you got to go trade for somebody because I imagine getting one of these teams to let go of their parachute, they're going to overcharge you just because they don't want to be in that same position, right? There are guys at home who I don't think are good at football, who I think are bad, but I think
Carson
would give the
Wentz.
Jets a. Carson Wentz makes all the sense in the world.
Carson
If
Wentz.
you don't feel good about Carson because nobody seems to like Carson, which honestly seems to be about as big as anything with him,
Cool.
go get Colt McCoy. Like he could just be regular level
Colt
bad. Like
McCoy.
regular level bad and just competent. With this defense, you might get to 7, 8 wins and make the season something fun. Zach, you can't do
Colt
that. He's
McCoy.
terrible. Colt McCoy.
He's really bad at football.
The fact that Matt Ryan was like, even though I told y'all I ain't retired, nah, I'm good.
I'm really okay. Thanks, though. Like, I'm really all right.
That TV life ain't bad,
We
man.
end
He
this.
wakes up on Monday, his
Yeah.
body feels good, you know. That
It's
TV
disgusting.
money's good money. That's some good
It is,
money.
bro. I'm not playing for these bums. Seattle
No.
at my New York Giants, I guess.
Are they actually going to try to play Saquon this week
Of course.
or not?
Of course they
Like,
are.
no, like legit. Are they really going to try to play him this week? And is he going to allow this?
They didn't rule Saquon out officially until Thursday last week after he had the high ankle sprain on Sunday. That's not gamesmanship. We can't gamesmanship San Francisco. Not worried about that. They were thinking about, oh, is he really? Now we had 11 days off. Maybe Saquon plays. Saquon, you're never going to watch this. But if you happen to, if you want to see, oh, man, what's going on in the depths of YouTube, don't play. Please, bro.
Don't rush yourself back for an organization that
doesn't respect you, B. They don't.
They paid everybody else. Everybody else.
They don't. Look at the money they gave Daniel Jones, bro. Look at that Andrew Thomas money.
He ain't. Andrew Thomas is quite good, actually.
Of course,
but Daniel Jones ain't good.
We're paying everybody.
Like he's not bad. He's not bad, but he ain't good.
Come on, man.
He ain't good.
Come on, bro.
Speaking of ain't good, I'm not playing Daniel Jones right now unless if I'm in a 2 QB or super flex. Like I just don't trust it. The only person I'm playing this week is Waller, and I don't feel nearly as good about that as I did prior to week 1.
Nerve,
but it's tight end, and what are you going to do?
That's all I need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seattle side, Ken Walker, that's his job until it's not. So
here, yes and no.
Charbonnet looks really good on some runs.
No. You are playing Ken Walker. To be clear, you are absolutely playing him. You are absolutely not playing Charbonnet. However,
Charbonnet ran it.
44%. No. I'm thinking about the snaps. 44% of the snaps last week. That's not nothing. 44% of the total snaps were Charbonnet last week. That is not nothing. So Charbonnet is still if you can manage to stash him on your bench, stash him on your bench, see where you are after week 6, week 8, because it's coming. Like the true split is coming there.
Yeah.
You're playing everybody else in Seattle, though. You're playing Geno.
You're playing everybody else in Seattle.
You're playing DK. You are going to go ahead and play Lockett. You are not playing JSN right now. You got to see the young guy go out and produce before you're playing him at this point. But, yeah, you feel good about Seattle, guys.
Yeah, I feel you. We end with Amon-Ra touchdown already. So things are already starting to get – this game is going to be fun tonight. This game is going to be fun tonight.
Look,
welcome back.
All right. No. Real quick. What is the morality on this? So it's already kickoff, right? The guy that I'm playing up against in one of my leagues, he has somebody for Green Bay that's out. Now I noticed this like 7 hours ago, and I was like, should I tell him?
No, it's not my job to run your team.
Because there are times in the past I have been like, yo, but you know what? This guy's team is good enough to knock me off and leave me. Look, I need this win right now. I'm not when I'm 4-1, I can be moral about this shit. At 1-2, despite the amount of points I'm getting, I need a win. I need to get back. So I've been sitting there this whole time, like, should I say something? But like you said, it ain't my responsibility. He is still in that lineup. I will take the slight gift. Appreciate you. It's not on me. It's not on me.
Come on, Charles. Come on.
That's not on me.
Come on, Chuck.
Dude, his team is too good for me to just be like, yeah, go ahead and plug somebody else in. Nah. We both in the same position. Really good squads that are 1-2. Really good squads that are 1-2.
1-3 is gross.
1-3 is gross. So you see why I had to do what I had to do. I'm not the one that put the injured dude in his lineup. I just
Come
did not
on,
tell him.
Charles.
I just did not tell him.
And Charles is too good for this, man. He's
Is
too
he?
good at this game.
Is he? Is he? Actually,
No,
no.
man.
Charles is quite good. He
Charles
is
is
quite
good
good
at
at
this
this.
game, man.
He is quite
Damn,
good at this.
Charles.
Which is why I was sitting there like, you know what?
He gonna
He
lose
is
by a
too good.
strong
No, no, no.
6.
He is too good for me to give such warnings to. Like, I ain't about to help you. You're
Yes.
too good for that.
Yes. Yes.
You're too good for that.
Yes.
Check your lineup.
Come
That
on,
man was announced out at like 1 o'clock today.
You had
It
all
is
day.
8 p.m.
You
It
got
is
all
8
night.
p.m.
Damn.
He's
He
been
gonna lose by a
questionable for.
strong 6.5 and be devastated.
Hey,
well, inner workings.
that ain't all me. I'll take the gift. Appreciate you.
We
I need
appreciate
it. I
y'all,
need
man.
that. I appreciate
Enjoy this
it.
game tonight. Should be good money. As always, reach for the stars. I'll take care. We appreciate y'all so much. Yo. I told that man to reach for the stars. I'm never getting over it. Yo.